Hey, this is Sean with The Good Dog, and we've got our Good Dog Minute here. Got Mr. Jeff Goman hanging out on the couch.
Hey guys!
And Laura Morgan, of course. We've got the crew, we've got Uma, Oaks, Jr. And right here we've got Patch. Patch is going home today. He's been here for a 2-week board and train. He's had dog aggression issues, and he's attacked a few dogs in the past. So we've done a full e-collar program with him, as well as some behavior modification, working around a ton of other dogs. He's been with like at least 10 dogs a day, all sorts of different dogs, new training dogs coming in. He was at Pack to Basics yesterday, actually, and the day before as well. We did Pack to Basics with Chad Mackin, or Macon, not sure about the pronunciation, all weekend long. So he was around strange dogs, and he did amazing even with strange dogs. Didn't have any problems. He actually behaved really well, so he's come a million miles. We're really excited about his progress. Me and Jeff had him off leash at the park yesterday, and he was fantastic, playing with Uma, and then would recall down. Everything was perfect. So we're gonna demo a bit of this around the house here, and then we're gonna go straight outside, and we'll actually demo how he looks outside. I'm gonna put this thing, the 1900 here, in my pocket, and so we're just gonna work him just au naturel. Of course, I'll bring it with me outside to make sure that we've got our insurance policy. But let's just check out and see what Mr. Patch has got. Patch, come! Come on, buddy. Good boy. Place. Good boy. Patch, come! Place. You'll notice when I tell him place, I move away from the place. So I'm challenging him. I'm not anchoring him here with my body. You'll see me do that a lot. When I'm starting off with a dog, I'll anchor him. I'll anchor him with my body. But now you'll see I'm moving away, just to show that he really he's differentiating this place command from where I'm standing. So it's just show that he's really rocking and rolling. He doesn't need me to kind of hold his hand there. Patch, come. Patch. Place. So we got a bunch of place commands strewn about, so he can work his little obstacle course here. Patch, come. Place. Good boy. We got Belladocious over here. Run a little distraction. And off she goes. Patch, come. Place. Patch, come. Great. It's just a little dark in there. Patch, come. Place. So we got a ton of place command stuff. He's rock solid with that. Do a little some downs. Patch, come. Patch, come. Down. Good. Patch, come. Good boy. Down. No. So I engaged with him a lot, gave him some good pets and a reward for that, but it actually caused him to want to engage with me, and walk away with me from there. So that's one of the reasons why I'm pretty careful about affection and interaction like that, and effusive rewards causes the dog to actually break. So that's a reward, but it's also a training challenge for him that I just kind of shared with him right there. So what you saw with one quick verbal no, boom, he was back in his spot, right?
I saw it with my own eyes. This is real, the real stuff. No wires are used, folks. No wires are used.
Nothing up my sleeve.
No mirrors either.
Hang on 1 second. We got somebody coming in. Shiny boy, come on in. Welcome to the party.
Hey. Smells like a dog.
Patch, come. Place. So you can see with distractions going on, the dog's walking around, a lot of chaos, a lot of people. That gentleman's larger than life personality, taking up a lot of room. Let's go outside now. We're going to escape the madness. Patch, come. Come. Sit. Okay. So I gave him the okay, which just means he's got a little more freedom. He can move around a little bit. He's not in a heel or anything. It just means he can just kind of hang out with me. Once again, no e-collar in my hands. He's got his collar on just for backup, but Like you keep hearing me say, once you've done the training right, you're really only going to need that just once in a while for, you know, insurance or if he gets really distracted. Patch, down. Patch, come! Come on, buddy. That's a good boy. Let's come. So, his owner had a lot of problems with just even basic stuff. He'd done a lot of good training and researched a bunch of stuff, but he was having challenges with getting real obedience, having the dog take him serious. Patch, although he's a really nervous, anxious guy, he's also a pushy guy. So we had to work really hard on earning his respect. He loved to blow through his crate, blow through doors, in and out of cars, just basically disregarding human authority. That wasn't kind of his strong suit. So we worked really hard to build a good relationship with him, where he actually respected human authority, which took him miles from where he was at. We had to make sure we could get him to actually listen when we would say, you know, a sit or a down or something like that, and get him to actually lock in and stay there. His owner, although he had done a bunch of that stuff, could never really get him to sit and stay because he wasn't taking him serious. So we had to work through all that stuff. Patch, down. But as you can see, that's not a problem anymore. So we'll leave him there, let the car go by. But as you can see, his downstays are just super solid. His recalls are awesome, fast. He's actually having fun. We have a good time, you know, playing at the park and doing stuff with each other. Patch, come. Come on, buddy. Good boy. So his owner had lots of trouble with this stuff, which was causing him to feel uncertain about trust. Come. So he's got, Patch, come on, buddy. He's got issues with not trusting dogs and being, like I said, nervous and anxious in general. So it's imperative for him to feel confident in the world. I'll do the back up again. Back to boss. For him to feel confident in the world, he's got to really trust his humans or his human to be his guardian, to be able to protect him, to keep him safe, so he doesn't have to worry about all that stuff. In order to do that, if you follow me on Facebook or my blogs, you know, I wrote a post the other day about the 3 pillars of earning that stuff, and it's you have to prove to your dog that you can control him in his worst state of mind. You have to prove to him that you can control yourself when he's in his worst state of mind, when the bombs are falling, dogs are barking or lunging. And you have to prove to him that you can control the environment, which means that dogs aren't running up to him and attacking or lunging or pressuring him, and that kids and other people aren't doing the same thing. Once you've done that, once you've achieved all 3 of those, the sky's really the limit with what you can get with your dog. So now, because I've proved all that stuff to him, he feels really safe with me. So I can bring him around all sorts of dogs, and he trusts me. Now what we've done is we've started to generalize that with all sorts of other people, and initially it was just me. I was kind of the bridge to that new place for him. But now it's just becoming his state of mind, his way of life. So it doesn't mean that he has to just be with me holding his hand anymore. So he's actually like, that's why Back to Basics was so good. He was around dogs he had no experience with, and all the work we had done with him up to that point generalized to all those other dogs. Whereas he would have been likely to go after one of those dogs and bite or, you know, latch on and do what he'd done in the past, his kind of usual habits. He made better choices. So it's not just that the relationship with me only works with me. That's where it starts, but then we generalize it and build it out, and it ripples out. You can see how he's walking right here. We haven't given him a command in I don't know how long. But that's the power of the way we train. We work really hard. Getting some edge work done. We work really hard on building the relationship. It's our fundamental, most important, most high value component in our training. We get the relationship rock solid and fantastic, and we're able to build a bridge to just about anything we need to from there. So we focus on that. We use obedience. We use a lot of different things to help us achieve that, but we also have some special kind of proprietary ways that we've developed that create that. And so once we get that, then we get a dog like this, who with all sorts of distractions, lawnmowers, edgers, you can focus down on him again, dogs barking, going bananas, things that would make him really nervous because he used to lunge on leash, reel up, spin around. You want to pan up to me so you can see my gesticulation? He used to reel up, spin around, do all sorts of stuff on leash. His owner had a really hard time with him just walking on leash around barking dogs or anything like that. But as you can see, after working through all this stuff, we got a different guy. We got a guy who's in a much more relaxed mindset. Why is that? We've taken the burden from him. We've taken that load off him. We've told him someone's actually going to show you how to move through the world. Lean on me, I got you. Patch, come. Okay. So he just went off to go pee on his own, and I actually corrected him and told him to come with me, and then I let him go pee. I'm not going to let him just veer off and create a habit that he just goes when he wants. So he still gets to pee, but he gets to do it when I ask or when I let him. Now that we've built this thing with him, let's cross. We've removed this load for him, which was a huge amount of pressure and anxiety. Anybody who's doing a job that they're unfit for or ill-prepared for is going to feel a ton of stress and a ton of pressure. So unintentionally, Patch's owner had put him in that position just because he didn't understand. He didn't know what was going on. So all of this pressure, because he wasn't being led appropriately, caused him to be more anxious, which caused more stress layers, which caused more poor choice making. So as your dog starts to get more stressed out and more layers and layers are built up, he's going to start making more and more poor choices because he's wound up like this. Now you remove these layers by leading the dog, by guiding the dog, by teaching calmness, by teaching respect, by teaching leadership, all the things that we stress over and over again. And then after we peel those away, we end up with a dog who's capable of making much better choices. And that's what we've got now with Patch after 2 weeks. Walk by him. So that's that. I guess, we'll wrap it up. Maybe I'll do a little down and recall just to let him finish off in a fiery fashion. Patch, down. Patch, come. So, that's the wrap up for Patch. 2 weeks with us. And we got a new dog. We got a dog that can be around other dogs, making great choices, fantastic obedience. You can take him anywhere off leash. Obviously, we're walking around streets, and he's healing perfectly. He's not freaking out around dogs or any other distractions or noises. So we've really kind of like taken him down to the foundational level and then rebuilt him back up, a new and improved 2.0 Patch. So anyways, that's it, and we're dropping him off in a few minutes with his owner, and I'm sure he'll be excited to get him home. Talk to you guys soon.